today I do have two beautiful souls in my Key to You podcast. Vatsala and Lalita. They are so beautiful. Let me tell you a little bit about them. How do I know them? I know them through First Collab. That's when I met for the very first time. And when I heard about their story, they really left and traveled overseas, 7 seas over, just to help a friend. Can you believe that? I can't even imagine one can even think about leaving everything around, fly somewhere, totally different country, just to help a friend. Oh my God, you'll know more about that. And that's a friendship, I would say. It's a real friendship, which is so rare in these days. Seriously. and there are multiple initiatives. We'll talk about AI Junoon. The Junoon means madness. I need to know a little bit more from Vatsala about that. And there's a smiling lily. I need to know, how did that name even came through from Lalita. So we'll know more about them. They have multiple initiatives. They do support My Family Services that is dedicated to help people who have gone through domestic violence or substance abuse and few more. I think they'll be better to inform more. What does that mean? And talk a little bit about that. And there's an Asian Society of Indian Engineering, ASI.
American Society of Engineers of Indian Origin.
Thank you. Sorry, I messed it up fully. So they have multiple initiatives and they don't even sleep. They're always ready to serve somebody. Oh my God. We'll talk more about that.
Welcome. You made it sound like, I was just wondering, who are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. I would really want to meet that person you're talking about.
There you go. You want a mirrors with you? That's you too. And
Thank you so
thank you for being here with me. So let me start with that. How did you even think about just leaving everything and flying? And what does this friendship really mean to you both?
So, let me backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
And talk about how friendship
Yes. Let's do that.
to both of us. So we were
like,
in the same town.
Like I would say, friendship was like a religion for us.
Yes.
So we were existing separately, but for both of us, friendship was like a religion.
Right.
And
the
we never met.
universe was devising a plan to get us to meet.
Just connect you.
Just
the
connect
universe plan to connect you.
Yes,
both.
yes.
And how did that happen?
Yeah, like if you've seen the DDLJ, the first scenes where Shah Rukh and Kajol are crossing each other.
But
So
we
that
don't
similarly, we were in the same town, same school, but still did not meet. We
Yeah.
were going to the same places,
Shops,
but
cafes,
still
did
never
not
met.
meet.
And then till it was, we might have really crossed each other
Yeah, but we did not meet because we needed time.
Yeah. There's always a time.
Yeah.
So tell me about friendship. What does it really mean to you both?
So separately, we were, like she said, friendship was something that we were focused on, and that was our religion. So for me, I've always wondered why they have that quotation of a friend is in need is a friend indeed. Does that mean that in order to prove my friendship, my friend has to be in need of something?
Never thought about it that way. Never thought about it that
So
way.
I was always perturbed with that idea.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't want
Yeah.
want my friend to ever be in need,
Exactly.
and I'll be a friend indeed.
I like that.
And what about you?
Yeah, and my thing was that I don't go and my principle, I never go and make friends.
Yeah.
It's something which
Organically.
happens organically.
Right.
Actually, I don't go and say, okay, I'll do something so that that person becomes my friend. It's
Yeah.
like something, I feel it's a very selfish thing, and you I've heard people saying that I call this person for dinner so that we could kind of
I know. There's a
And
business exchange.
I find that that seems like a very something.
Right.
It has to be something like you just click.
Right. That is so true.
Yeah.
So then we clicked.
Yeah.
Because
We joined us.
Who's the naughtiest in this?
Oh, that is.
anytime.
But then there is that element which I have, which is not visible to most people.
The naughty.
The only when you know me, then
Then
you know
you
that
know
I
that
can
it-
be naughtier than her.
So only Vatsala
She's-
knows about you.
No, there are people who
Okay.
know
Who
about
have
it.
started seeing that.
Yeah. but it's not something which is obvious. For strangers, I am probably
Sober.
sober.
Yeah, so beautiful. And I always have this question, and I want to ask this question to both of you. Whenever I see you both, you always have this smile that comes from within, right? It is like smiling from inside.
Yes.
It
Isn't
shows
that
that
the same with you?
Yeah. Exactly.
But I always feel like that smile, whoever has that beautiful smile on their face, have gone through a lot in their life,
That is correct.
right?
That's
And-
usually correct.
Let's talk about it. How do you still make yourself, wake up and still have that smile on your face?
Actually, I think while sleeping itself, that smile is coming up first, right? I had a surgery. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But when I was waking up from anesthesia, the doctor came out and told Lalita that she's probably going to wake up because she started smiling.
Yeah, no, he said she's gaining consciousness, she's coming out of the anesthesia. She gave me a smile. so it's like she gets out of anesthesia and gives a smile.
Right.
So for me, I like my mom says that when I was a baby, I would wake up smiling.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's how it has
That's
been.
beautiful.
But now the way you look at people and you smile, so it's more like a connect really. So like my principle has always been like, you are in this world to spread happiness.
Yeah.
So this is one of the small
Bare
things
minimum
that
things that
small
we can
things,
do.
you smile at the person will smile,
Smile back. It's a contagious
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You have so many different initiatives,
Mm.
and all of them are focused on servicing others, right? And that comes selflessly. So I don't know how you're going to be ready, and how are you ready all the time to pick yourself back up and keep helping others. And I do feel like you both do so much, and you don't expect anything from anybody.
Actually,
it's a
that's-
zero.
I think I can talk on her behalf.
Yeah.
I don't think we do it as a
To get-
service.
yeah.
Because
That is
that's
not in
this,
the back of our
people
mind.
talk about doing seva.
Yeah.
That's something which just doesn't
Click with
click
us.
with us.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
the moment you say that you're doing seva, you have that attitude that you are somewhere higher, and
then
you
you
are
are
doing
helping.
seva for
Right.
so it doesn't really, because we always had, why do people
Yeah.
it's not for us. I
Yeah.
don't think we do it as a service.
Yeah.
We just do it because we enjoy doing
yeah,
it.
we
Actually,
just-
that's how it is. I would never call it a service.
And I have this feeling that whatever comes in front of us, whatever the universe has to lay in front of us, that is what we need to pick up and run. So if it's my family services, we go for that. If it's ASCI, we go for that. So, but basically, what I think is that we have come into this world it's like a travel thing,
Together.
right?
Yeah.
To get the best of things, like to do so much that once we leave this world, we are like satisfied, happy that we were there.
Whatever we could in our hands, we were able to do it. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I just wanted to
It's-
add to that the other thing is that we are in this world to learn.
Yes.
Like
True.
we have been sent really to learn as much as we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
It's like a school, it's a huge,
Right.
university where you gain as much. So you have these opportunities.
Give it
Take
back.
those opportunities to
Yeah.
learn. So it's been a learning experience. The
Yeah.
entire thing has been a learning experience. The ups, lows we have gone through, since we, even after we came to US, it's been like.
So you have to go back to
Yeah,
that.
you
When you
talk
just
about
came to a country, you have no idea what this country is all about.
Not at all.
And you're used to being in a certain way back home. It's not the same way. I mean,
No,
even if I go
not at
back,
all,
like,
yeah.
when I landed in the United States, it's so
different.
new to me,
Yeah.
so different to me. I don't know what to eat outside because nothing is
The same.
appetizing, right?
Yeah.
So you can't go out, you
Your
don't know
switches don't-
anybody. It's totally
Your
different.
electric switches are the opposite.
Exactly. The candles the other way around.
So what was your journey in adjusting yourself into this country?
So, like you said earlier, that we came to help a friend
Yeah.
because she was in distress and we just wanted to be in somewhere near her so that we could support her. We
Right.
didn't know how, but we just thought we would.
Right.
And thankfully, that was the time when we were getting jobs
Okay.
over here.
Yes.
Like people would go over
Yes.
there.
Yeah, they would.
Yes.
Plenty of jobs.
It was that time when people would actually
Request
approach you
you.
and tell you, please come.
Please come,
Yeah,
please come.
okay.
So that was the
that
time.
was a good one.
So at least we
Yeah.
came for that.
Yeah.
And then yes, she did need our help,
yeah,
and we had to support her right after we were here, like 2-3 months.
yeah.
We ourselves were still learning,
Getting
up.
adjusted to this.
but
place.
yeah, she and her daughter were thrown out of the house, came to stay with
Yeah,
us.
they stayed with us.
Yeah, so
And even daughter had never stayed in a
Different-
that daycare.
yeah.
So it was like she was
Everything
like
toddler.
yeah, she was 6 months or
Yeah.
something.
Oh my god.
And
since
so
you-
for her, the baby also like to get used to.
right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we don't think much, I think. We don't plan much when these kind of situations happen. We just start doing things.
Yeah, you start
So-
doing it. Things fall in place.
Yeah.
When you start doing.
So the funniest part was at that time, we somehow, and that was the time when we did not have mobile phones, right? And not the internet kind of phones. So
Yeah.
we incurred a bill of $14,000 for phone calls.
Oh my goodness! Can you believe 14,000?
So this was a
$14,000.
big mess up. So there was
MCI.
there's a company called MCI. I don't know whether it's okay to use.
Yeah.
No, but it's
The company is no longer
Yeah.
there.
It
Yeah.
had
I
to.
mean,
Yeah.
like, these people,
So
like, they're-
their systems, whatever, there was a flaw in their system. They messed up their bill.
So the first time it was 4,000, then the next.
But did you guys end up paying it or like?
So
we
we
did
ended-
pay.
we ended.
Only because it was taking a toll on us. It was so much of stress because they would say that they are correcting it.
Mm.
But then the next month, it would just add up.
Oh my god.
So 4,000 one month, second, before they could adjust it, it was 8,000 and we couldn't take that stress.
I know.
So we said, let's just pay it off
My
and
God.
get done with it.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah,
we did pay it off.
Later on, everyone said you shouldn't have. You should
Yeah,
have
yeah.
because but we didn't know. So these are things we
Learning
didn't know.
curve,
But
yeah.
it gave us the confidence
That we
you know
could
we
pay
could
it off.
still do it.
Wow.
We paid it in installments, but we paid it.
Yeah,
Proud
exactly.
of you, seriously.
2-3 months.
Yeah.
But we did pay it off.
Wow.
And we said, okay, done. Let's
I know.
learn from it, not to
Yeah,
ever do it
because
again.
the phone line was important. We needed that
Yeah.
phone
Because
line.
of the situation the
Something,
person
yeah.
was
Oh,
in.
wow.
So
My goodness, it's so much connected, and what I like about what you're saying is like the intention behind everything. It is so pure. It is just to see how can I be there in the right time at the right way, so that you can support.
yeah,
So
Yeah, that
this
was
is
my
so
intention.
beautiful.
Isn't that something which should be the normal way
Yeah,
of life?
yeah.
Really,
I would say.
it's not.
Yes,
yeah,
but
because
then-
it's nothing
Special.
special that we did. It's the normal way that we, as human beings, should be there to for each
for
other.
Don't you think it's a normal thing? But do you believe it's a normal thing? I will ask my audience, because let me tell you my opinion. Am I that pure and selfless? Maybe not. Maybe not is what I feel, because
Look
when it
at how
comes-
you're doing the podcast. Of course you're selfless.
No, but what I'm saying is, we do have that. Family comes first, kids come first, and I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that. So there's like, it's kind of other things that you need to worry about before you step out and do other things to support, elsewhere. But I know, it took me a while to get mature enough to think about, you are nothing. What comes, the happiness that you get is what you guys are doing, from what you guys are doing. That I started understanding it. in slowly building upon it. But was I like that from the get-go? Maybe not. And not many people have that kind of mindset. That's why we adore the way you are.
But it's, I think, the conditioning.
Yeah, the
It's a
conditioning.
condition.
Because
Yeah.
that's not how we were born. We are not born to
Thinking
think
about
ourselves
families
really.
and all that.
So it's
get conditioned.
and the environment that tells us you need to be in a certain way. So I think both of us have always been kind of rebels in that way. We never
exactly.
really went with what we were told.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we went with our own way
Way
of
of
thinking,
thinking.
right? Isn't it?
Because when I was really young, and my parents are from, one is a Bihari and one is Bengali, so intercaste marriage. So they used to say, are you a Bihari or are you a Bengali? And I would say, I'm a human being. Right from the beginning. And I don't know why I would say that, but I have always said that.
Right.
So,
And my parents were intercaste too, and they were a lovebird since the kid. And they ran to get married. I don't know. It is what it is. So
Same thing with our parents. They eloped.
they eloped, but not from the childhood.
okay.
They
from
were in
college.
college together, and
Oh, that's
after
so
the
nice.
exam, they just
Eloped.
Eloped, right? And if somebody asks me what caste or I hate answering that, because to me it's like I'm
Human being.
That's the first
Exactly.
thing. I'm Hindu, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it, Hindu. I used to say I'm Hindu. So is there anything? There's no
Right,
religion.
right.
I'm look Indian, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's my religion in a way.
Yeah.
If you want to call that as. So I totally agree with you. I don't like compartmentalizing.
Yeah.
You know.
And when we moved to US, we started having a better,
Even broader.
broader
Yeah.
view from that.
Accepting everybody.
Exactly.
Because it's a human.
Human being.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that I think we both have that belief is that we grow together.
Right.
Yes.
So if we need to hold hands and grow together. If one is going up somewhere, society is kind of gets convoluted.
Lopsided,
Like
yeah.
that's why it's not really for society to really go up. Everyone
Everybody
needs to
needs to go
hold
up,
each other
yeah.
and grow. It can't be that one
One
is
is
up there and the other is society. It will never really.
You gotta be a
right.
leader in the corporate world because it's a this is a beautiful one. I want to say this. I do coach public coaching for the kids, our Asian kids in Sai Baba Temple every Saturday.
See,
There
this
was
is
one-
one.
So one kid is like, I want to compete with. The question I gave to them is like, come up with this quick story about competing with yourself, not with others. And they're like, no, I'm going to compete with others. There's no compete with myself. I'm not competing with others. I'm
So
like,
that's-
the kids are so.
So that's see
Yeah.
that is one thing. Competition is
Yeah.
one thing which parents tend to put in the kids as a kid. The kid doesn't know what competition
Right.
really is.
Right.
People tell him, see, the other kid is doing this, you are not doing it.
So
it's
then
all
that
so
competition.
like I
Never
remember
compare, right?
myself,
Yeah.
like as a kid, I would be like, I would get my
Happy.
report card, very happy looking at my report card, and I wouldn't know, like even my best friend, what her rank was, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And then my parents would ask me, what was her rank? And I was like, I don't know. and then in order to tell them, I would be like, waiting when her report card. So this is something which,
Gets
it
yeah.
kind of is,
Right.
and they are also not doing it
In a wrong
intentionally.
way.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
just how they are
yeah.
conditioned.
So I think if that mindset really changes,
Right.
I think it's really going to be really good for society.
That is so absolutely true. That mindset need to come into the leadership in the corporate world. That mindset need to come in the society as a whole.
Yeah,
And-
exactly.
And parents and kid will have such beautiful relationships
Yeah.
too.
Because all you need to do is become a better version of
And
yourself.
Of yourself, right?
Every
Because
day.
every person is different,
Right.
So
Right.
they need to grow in their own way rather
Right.
than grow according to. And maybe I'm not doing my best because I'm competing with someone. I'm really not doing my best.
Yeah,
Because you're
because
comparing
we-
something wrong way.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's so beautiful. All right, let's talk about your ASEIIT American
ASEI.
Society of Engineers.
ASEI, American Society of Engineers,
Engineering.
Engineers of
Okay.
Indian origin.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about that. What is it, and how did it get formed and shape, and what do you guys do?
So it started in around 1983. The
Okay.
two good incidents that happened with India was that they won the World Cup and then ASEI started over.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. That's cool.
So this was back, I think, there were a group of engineers who
Engineers.
thought that, we need to have something where we kind of have that kind of technology
Networking.
exchange, network, and then the networking, and then there are new people coming into this country.
And so the mentorship and networking and just providing a platform where they can think about their careers, think about the new technology,
And then you,
listen. Yeah.
yeah,
and how
you-
does the youth will benefit, if you can talk a little bit about that?
so creating that interest in STEM is one of the primary things, which there is that thing whether math and science, whether the kids whether they want to go into it. So here, making them aware of it,
Yeah.
then they can determine if they really want to go into it.
Right.
And then we have something called a youth technology exposition. So where the kids can showcase their projects, which is could
Robotics,
be robotics, science projects, math,
Wow.
whatever. So
How
it gives them
do
that
a kid know
confidence.
that? How do a parent or a kid want to join today? Let's say whoever is hearing, what's the approach?
So,
as such, if you want to become a member, there's a website, ACIUSA.org. So
ASEIUSA.org. Okay.
So you can go over there, become a member. But we also publish all the events that we are doing. So if there's a youth technology exposition like she talked about, we will publish it over there. We'll ask for submissions
Right.
of the projects and whatever. And then we hold that kind of an event where they can showcase everything.
and
They get
it's so
awards.
beautiful. The kids talk about it.
Yeah.
So it gives them
They-
that confidence to.
Yeah.
do
And
it.
then they
and
get
also because some of these robotic projects and all, they take it all also. They do want that experience of doing it here
Presenting it,
first,
yeah.
and then getting the feedback from
Right,
people.
right.
So then when they are taking it out there for the
Elsewhere.
competitions,
Yeah.
they know.
What to say?
So
about
and
it.
we also give them like
Summer
gift
gift
cards,
card
like
or
say,
something.
so which can help them buy
Things
stuff
for their project.
Oh wow.
So that
That's
helps.
beautiful.
That really helps.
And what else one should know? So you talked about technology exchange and building that network community of support for the technology people.
Okay.
And you talked about how the youth program happens in STEM, basically, like how
Right.
you focus on the kids.
Absolutely.
And how about the professionals that are already in a role established? Are there anything for them?
So we usually have a networking event every month, at least once. It could be in person or a virtual, where we get one or two people to present. And then there is a whole gamut of engineers and people from the corporate world who are there. So you can connect with them, even for your career advancement and everything. We
So
give
these
them a
are
chance to
online
connect.
or in
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
Okay. So
And-
mentoring programs.
And then we especially have that pillar of mentoring,
oh, wow.
where we ask the members or whatever to connect. So a youth member gets connected to a high profile person and then kind of builds
Oh
on
wow,
that.
that's
So,
beautiful.
yeah, that's
I
a
really
yeah.
want my daughter to
And
be
then we
that.
have conventions.
Yes.
Talk about
no, go ahead.
Yeah, so then we have a national convention. Since ASCI, like Michigan is of course where it's a founding chapter.
Yeah.
But there are chapters in different places like Silicon Valley, SoCal, then Dallas,
Washington, DC, and
Michigan. Yeah.
Oh wow! So you are spread across.
And
the
then there are
United
new
States.
chapters coming up as well. There are other new chapters.
Chicago,
And plus
North
there
Carolina.
are the university, there are those...
the University Connect program is also there. So there are university chapters which connect with a particular regional chapter,
Oh wow!
and that then
so
they can
it gives
exchange
that
things.
the students in the university who coming from India, they also get that kind of exposure. So like we were like UFM Dearborn. So there is that they come from India, and then they get that opportunity to connect with the engineers who are probably working in Ford, GM,
Right.
and all
So
that.
there's a national body, and below that, these are the chapter bodies that are there.
Perfect. That's beautiful. So, is it all connected
Yes.
to one form? Okay.
Okay, so national convention I was talking
Yes,
about.
right.
So then one every year one of the chapter hosts the national convention.
Oh.
So there it's like a day-long event where we have speakers and then panel discussion, and so it's a big event and lot of effort required. And then
We just finished one in Dallas, like last weekend.
Wow.
So it's also the youth technology exposition is also part of the national convention.
Oh, that's
Yeah, they
beautiful.
get to
So
showcase.
people come from all over to wherever it's
participate.
being
That's a really nice exposure to
Yeah,
those kids who are like
exactly.
upcoming leaders
Yeah.
and upcoming individuals.
Right.
and that kind of-
Absolutely.
Yeah, beautiful. I talked about, or I referred to the family services. Talk to me a little bit about that.
So it's an organization again started in 1986, so quite old, where a group of people had gotten together to help people in crisis, help South Asians particularly in crisis. And so right now what the intention is that they help survivors of domestic violence, substance abuse, senior abuse, and then they kind of help them. So helping doesn't mean that we are dictating what they should be doing.
Right.
We give them the choices.
Yeah, we in fact, they have to call the office. It's so confidential that even the board members don't get to know who the client is. And they call into the office and they are connected with the intake person who gets all the details and then assigns a caseworker. And after that, it's only between the caseworker and the client.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And so we try and help them with temporary accommodation because we don't have a shelter. We are trying to work out how to get that. But shelter temporarily, and then
we
food,
empower.
and then training. Especially we have grants where they are provided training in whatever field they want, and so that they can build a career. Now they are not dependent. So temporarily there is a financial help as well, but usually the clients themselves, when they are up to speed, they don't want the financial help. So it's
That's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful
right? I mean,
thing.
that's amazing. So there are so many who come here. They get married. They're educated, but they don't have a visa.
Correct.
Right? And they get married. They come here. You don't know what you're getting into. It could go good way, or you can make it good way, or it can go worse.
Yes.
And when it goes worse, you guys are having this forum or like this how do I say that? Organization to help support how to uplift them.
Yes.
And how to show the pathway for them. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Lots of them don't even know that they are in an abusive relationship.
Then how do they have to contact you?
That's something that the person has to contact. No one else can do it on their own.
Right.
So there is the helpline and the person. So if someone, like say, you see someone in an abusive situation, you can talk to them, get them into, tell them that this is the helpline. You can be with them while they are making the call, but it has to be that particular person, because that means that the person has now kind of
taken the
decision to go forward and seek help. Because the person needs to be ready to seek help. Otherwise, no one can really help them.
That is true. So were there any given point of time, and I'm going to ask this question because I know this happens, they called, they want to get help, and they backed off?
Yes,
that happens
all the time. All the time.
So what do you guys do with that? I mean, do you want to go back and
can't,
approach, or you can't?
No, we can't do. We can't go back and approach because it might not be in their favor to call them back.
Oh, right.
They might be in a situation where calling them
will hurt them more.
Correct. So we have to wait
Yeah.
till they have
come
made
back.
up their
So
mind.
if they come back, will you accept that?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
So, so all the like the city, like the police, and there are other organizations, like say that are related to domestic violence. You know, they are aware that My Family Services caters to South
South
Asians.
Asians,
right.
So because it's culturally sensitive,
Right.
so
Right.
the language wise, and then there are things that
Only
we
we
can
can understand.
understand because there's some
Because-
things that very
Right.
specific to
True.
Indians, Pakistanis,
Right,
Bangladesh.
right,
they-
right.
you
That's
know,
their
the
South
South
Asian
Asian, yeah.
belief systems,
So
yeah.
so that understand. So the caseworkers, we have the intake workers as well as the caseworkers.
Are they volunteers or are
No,
they?
they
So
are
the
staff.
caseworkers are staff.
But there's one
But there is-
caseworker who's a volunteer.
Yeah,
caseworker.
but that
But
is a
normally,
part-time.
yeah.
But normally we have them as a staff. But then there is a whole gamut of volunteers around because
You need
only a
them,
few
yeah.
caseworkers cannot
So-
help. So
yeah.
we need
So the
whole-
entire board and the volunteers are
dedicated
are doing it on a
Support.
voluntary
Oh, that's
basis.
beautiful. So have you faced any challenges with a caseworker assigned? Again, I don't want to go too much detail, but at least understanding, like, but that client cannot gel with a caseworker, something.
Yes,
like that.
Yeah, it
absolutely,
happens.
it happens.
So how do you handle
So
those?
then we intervene. Maybe a higher person intervenes, and then we get to know whether it is a real
Which
thing or not.
side, yeah.
Or what is
Mm.
so then we try and get the other caseworker to take care of
Got
that
it.
case.
Yeah.
If it looks like there is a problem, because not always
It's not always just one
not
way or the
people.
other. Yeah. So what other things that you guys do?
So let's start this company. It's going to be a virtual session on Zoom, and that's something that we can do. Let's just spread the word. Let's walk with people in this age of AI.
Right.